Adventures is now live. Multi-streaming with
Okay. Alright. I've been doing all kinds of flight stuff for the last few days. So I'm going to do a little FPS here. I'm going to go out to Hurston, see if we can pick out one of the FPS missions.
I watched a bite of the EZ10K stream.
And what did you think? Okay, we got to go out to Everest Harbor here.
Your ship has been delivered to the following landing pad.
We're going to do a little FPS. We're going to try. There is no guarantee that we will die a miserable death.
This is claim number Guy BTW and it was cool.
Yeah, it's real easy to do in a free freelancer.
Jumper asterisk.
Yes, it's real easy to make 10K. I mean, it's probably the easiest way to make it in the game right now. With using a freelancer, or you have Cutlass Black if you have one. It's a little tougher using small ships. Well, it's a lot tougher. I don't know that you could even do it with an Aurora or a Mustang. You can do it with a Titan. You can do it with an Arrow or a Gladius, but it's really rough.
Oh yeah, it's fun.
But if you use the free freelancer we have right now, it's really pretty simple, pretty easy. Real easy way to make money. For now. Don't know how long that'll last. Startup.
Acknowledged.
Take off. Somebody out there in a carry.
Modules. Handing you the com.
Whoa. Use that button.
I'm thinking about getting HOTAS LOL.
I use dual joysticks. I like them. The reason is because I have my left stick. I have it set up for strafe, forward and back. So hands-off position is neutral, and of course forward and back, and then I have the strafes left and right and all that happy stuff on the stick. It makes it easier for me. Now I don't know, some people will
Yet
probably...
I want to get duals to set up the same way.
Yeah, now the HOTAS is a little trickier to set up because you have your throttle, but you really don't have forward and back without a modifier. So, I mean, you can do the same thing, you just have to set it up. It's real easy to set up with a second joystick. It's a little more difficult to set up everything when you're running a HOTAS on the left-hand side. Star map.
Activating now.
But it's all personal preference. I mean, the people who use a HOTAS love them. I do not have the fuel. Look at this. I guess we'll take a pit stop here. Somebody didn't fill their ship up. Close star map.
Affirmative.
Range. So we will make a pit stop on the way to Hurston. Gimbals.
Actioned.
Range.
Collecting data.
Jump. Jump.
Jumping.
Yeah, we'll see how this goes today.
The joysticks I'm looking at have buttons galore, some I think called castle style. But they would work. I forget the name though, I have it in my notes, so it's fine.
Yes. The only thing about it is when you use dual joysticks, you got to make sure that the left stick will work left-handed. Some of them won't. Some of them will. But that's the key when you're using dual joystick, to make sure that it will set up left-handed with no problem. And some of them you can use on the left-hand side. The trouble is the hand rest or whatever, the grips, you know, they're right-handed. I mean, they'll work on either side, but just for comfort. And I don't have high-dollar joysticks. I've got a Logitech old 3D Pro on the right-hand side.
They make them mirrored for that purpose, so I don't need to buy from two companies.
Right. And my left one's just a Thrustmaster, what is it, a 1600, M1600. They're not high dollar, but they work great. Like I say, the Thrustmaster I bought 3 years ago, and I think the Logitech Pro is probably 5 years old. They still work just fine. I have no reason to buy new ones. I don't really use the buttons on them very often because I use voice attack. So I really don't even have much bound to them except my axis, my strafes, my axis. I do have dumping shaft and flare bound to the right stick, although I can do that with voice attack too.
Virtual Alphas are the ones I'm looking at.
Yeah, they are very nice joysticks. Make no mistake about it. Very, very nice. All right, we'll go here and fuel up. Should have fueled up before I logged out last night. This little ship will not make round trips across the solar system. Only holds, what, 580 QT fuel? So pretty much one-way trips are going across the solar system. And you could probably put a more conservative quantum drive in it, but I'm actually thinking of putting in a little faster one. Range. Whoops. Let that cool
Collecting
down.
data.
Range.
Collecting data.
Jump.
Jumping.
Yeah, we'll try not to run into any rocks. Seems like everywhere you go almost in this solar system, you've got to be looking at the sun. Of course, I guess you're crossing a solar system, regardless of which way you're going to go across the middle. But we really need some glare filters or some sunglasses or something to cut all that glare down. I don't know why it does get annoying that you can't see half the time because you're blinded by the sun. But like I say, without some kind of filters on our visors or something, I don't know how they're going to solve that. I would think I would think 3, 4, 500 years in the future we would have tinted visors to cut down all that glare. See, I really can't even see tell what I'm looking at because I am looking right into the sun. I can see the lights, but that's about all I can make out. Once we get past it, of course. Okay, got gun emplacement showing up. There we go, that was nice. Contacts.
I think the last one didn't go through, so I'm
Broadcasting now.
sorry if you hear this twice, but I'm wanting a throttle control for the thrust limiter.
I've just got mine. Believe it or not, I just bind mine to my right hat switch,
Please proceed to assign landing.
and that works well for me. I can, you know, it's real easy to move it up and down. Close mobile glass.
Closing mobiGlass.
But that's exactly what I have done. I have bound it to a hat switch. And it works well for me. Landing mode.
The landing gear is down.
Get up on the
And
pad, don't you?
locked.
I'm not actually going to touch down here. Should be in range. Mobile glass.
Open mobiGlass.
I don't think I would like the feel of that, so if it works for you, it works for you, but that would feel off to me.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's different. Whoa, shit! The hell happened there? I didn't touch down. I gotta go back to Olisar. Obviously, something kicked in a key binding there. It just took off. Shit happens, right? Shit happens. Yeah, I figured we'd go back to Olisar. Okay. No, we didn't. I'll be damned. Hey, that worked out real well. At least I'm still on the station.
Cruise control is awesome. Ha 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 ha.
Yeah, I'm sure that somehow it got engaged there. I don't know how, but something engaged it. I don't know why, and it might have been voice attack. Heard something that it thought was cruise control. I'd have to go back and look, but that's obviously what happens. Somehow cruise control got thrown on, and it almost had to be voice attack that did it. So I'm gonna have to look.
I've done that, don't worry.
I'm gonna have to look to see if there's a conflict somewhere because that just startled the shit out of me. Nothing I could do. Well, we're gonna go ahead and claim.
I've pressed C thinking it was for the camera.
Yeah, I wasn't pressing any button. I was just in the mobile glass, so I'm lucky I didn't get a crime stat for that. Let's see what I got here that's available. Okay, we'll just take the Hornet on out. Jesus. It's sorry, I don't have to wait for it to... Yeah, I was in the mobile glass. It really, I don't, there was no key binding I could have hit to have done that, so I'm pretty sure it was voice attack. And I don't know what I said that sounded like cruise control, but obviously something I said that it interpreted as cruise control. So maybe a case I need to, whoops. Damn, now I forgot what ship it was on. I was flapping my jaws. How about 4 maybe? I'll have to I'll have to move the confidence.
That's why I don't like voice automated stuff.
I usually don't have any problem with it, but obviously there was one there. I will, this is not the right pad. Like I say, you can increase it to, when you run into something like that, the easiest way to fix it is to increase the confidence level.
I'd much rather push a button.
Yeah, I don't, you know what, I play so many games that I hate having to remember the key bindings because every game is different. And so Star Citizen, I just pretty much use voice attack. But I will increase the confidence level on that key binding so it doesn't, like I say. And this ship I have in the stable only because I have a prospector. I don't own one of these. Startup.
Acknowledged.
But being we have it, we'll use it.
Online.
Is that my Titan blown up there? I don't know why it'd be way up there. Takeoff.
Ascending. Retracting modules. Handing you the con.
Think about it, I don't have to worry about filling it up.
Landing gear. Raised. Eychimo.
Star map. Star map.
Activating now.
And I don't have any trouble keyboard, but trouble is in VR, it's not going to let me go here again. Jesus Christ. All right.
Lights on.
This navigation system has got to be the stupidest navigation system in creation. Close star map. Close star map. The sun isn't even between me and Hurston, and yet it will not let you go. So you have to take a detour around, and of course the navigation system is so stupid it can't figure it out for you, so you have to do it manually. Range.
Collecting data.
Jump.
Jumping.
The star map still driving you nuts?
Yes, like I say, I wish after all these years, they would actually fix it. I mean, it really is a poor system. Get out here past it. What it's saying is I know what it is. It's saying Hurston's on the other side of the sun, and it is. But it's not in a straight line, and it won't allow you to QT around the sun, and it won't figure out its own. Navigation, so you have to do it all manually. It's just like flying around a planet.
Maybe Sig should Nell copy Elite's mapping system.
Yeah, see that. Well, you know what? I really don't think they should actually copy it. I just think they should improve on what they have. I mean, this is the 25th century or whatever it is we're supposed to be in, and our computers are not smart enough to figure out how to map a solar system transit. I mean, we can do that today with our computers, so why can't the computers in the future do it? I mean, it's not like it would be that hard to, I mean, other games do it. Like you say, Elite Dangerous, they don't have any problem configuring it. But boy, Star Citizen does. Let's get around this planet. And I'm going to try and cut
Isn't Star
power.
Citizen based in the 30th century?
Yeah, well,
I hope someday I can see like a Smiler era to this.
Yeah, like I say, 2900 a year or something like that. So yeah, we're talking way in the future here. So obviously mankind and Xeon and all these other aliens, they get stupider in the future. Tech goes backwards. So I don't see why it would be such a it should be such a big problem to make a navigation system that's actually intuitive and works. And like I say, and I don't see where they need to copy somebody else's. It's really not that. It shouldn't be that dangerous.
Are you in a Hornet or Arrow?
This is a Hornet. Okay, let's cut power. Let's try. I'm gonna try and drop out of. Now it wouldn't let me drop out of quantum travel yesterday without going all the way to the.
I've seen the tinted visor thing work.
I have not, in this game anyway. I wouldn't think it'd be so hard to implement, but like I say, I'm not a programmer, and that's one that I will admit. So when I say I don't think it'd be difficult, it doesn't mean it's not difficult. Now see, I can't even. Why would it take so long? No, see, it's not a matter of slowing down. You have a, according to their science, their lore, you have a quantum drive bubble that makes quantum
Yet it gets
travel.
everything else dark though.
Yeah, that's probably not no good. So if you drop your quantum travel bubble, it seems to me that you come out of warp or quantum travel right away, but not according to Sig. We're going to spend 3 minutes in quantum travel, even though I have the power shut down. Even though it's telling me I have no power, but I have no quantum bubble, but I'm staying in quantum travel.
I just saw Board Gamer's state of the game video. He didn't sugarcoat it, and he does sound more and more disappointed and disillusioned.
Well, you know what? I quit watching those guys years ago for that reason. They just, I mean, they may be changing after all this time, but they were just so much white knights that I just couldn't listen to them after playing myself. You know what I mean? Now, if they're actually starting to say, hey, you know what, this is a problem, that's a problem, I mean, I'm the first one to admit this game has so much potential. You know, and there's so much in it I like. Startup.
What is yellow and can't swim?
Acknowledged.
Chris Roberts? I don't know. Come
what?
On, cool down. Star map.
Activating now.
But, yeah, so many of these,
a bus of kids.
A bus of kids? Close star map.
Affirmative.
Cruise control. Yeah, see, that's exactly what it is. It's saying I can't jump past the sun.
Affirmative.
Well, the computer ought to be able to figure out a course. Range.
Collecting data.
Know what's orange and can't swim?
No. Jump.
Jumping.
Orange can't swim. Not a clue.
I want to see if maybe I did it. Cruise control. LOL, I know that wouldn't work.
No.
President Donald Trump.
Yeah, no, it's nothing anybody says. I don't think voice attack can actually, well, I don't think it can actually hear you because of the way my setup is. I'm through my Rift S is my sound, and I have my microphone. I'm not using my Rift S. I have a microphone on a boom that I use for voice attack and my mic, but so it's far enough away it cannot hear the sound coming out of my Rift F speakers. So nothing that the game's saying. It has to be something I actually say, and I may have said something that sounded like to it cruise control. So the key is for me to go into voice attack and increase the confidence level. So so it has to actually hear cruise control. If it hears something similar, it will not kick it in. And I'm sure that's what happened. We were having a conversation, and I said something that it thought I meant cruise control. Because it will do that. But you can set the confidence level on every command that you give. So unless it's you can set it to 100%. So unless it's completely sure, it won't execute the command. And it's probably.
How's your day been?
Good.
Smiley face.
Yeah,
there are a lot of people.
I've got no complaints today.
Have you flown the Hurricane?
No. No, it's one ship I haven't flown. And I probably would try it, but you can't buy one. So, you know me, I like to. I'll melt shit and try different ships. I just.
Good.
It's just. Like I say, the only ship that I'm sure I will have if this game ever does go live is the little Titan, because it's just so versatile. I may have a Prospector, I may not. I probably I doubt if I have a ship like a Freelancer or a Cutlass Black when the game goes live. I doubt if I have a ship like that. I got a Cutlass Red now that I use for FPS stuff, but I don't know that it'll be, you know, just so I don't have to go as far when I get myself killed. Whether I keep it or not, you know, when the game goes live, I don't know. You can make good money with ships like the.
I enjoy talking here, but I'm gonna head out.
Alrighty, bud. Don't let them keep you too busy tonight.
Would you buy the Star Runner?
That's an interesting little ship. It really is, and I don't even know what the price is on it. I didn't pay any attention when it went into concept. So, but it is an interesting little ship. I mean, like most things in the game right now, there's no gameplay for it at the moment. But I think it will probably be an interesting little ship. And it'll probably be a little fun ship to own. But I don't know what they asked for it in concept, and the price of it may just scare me to death. It may be a $300 ship, which I don't think any ship in the game's worth that. Range.
I just like when you talk to us.
Collecting data.
I definitely would buy the Star Runner providing SIG don't jack up the price like they did with the Karak.
Yeah, like I said, that's $675 to me is just ridiculous. Wow, you mean I can actually go to Everest Harbor without going to Lorville first? This is the first time this has ever happened.
The Star Runner at concept costed $220.
Yeah, that's an awful lot of money for that little ship. Jump. And you know it'll go up $25, $30 when it comes into the game. The Carrick started at what, $500 I think when it was on concept. It's now $625. Jump.
Jumping.
Yeah, so that'll be I bet it's a $300 ship when it comes out, when they actually get it in the game. Which will mean I know I won't buy one. I won't buy one unless I buy it in game. So I just don't think ships are worth that.
The Karak once costed 350 ANS is 625.
Oh, it was 350?
What a joke.
Yeah, it was 350 original. I thought it was 500, but yeah, see, that's just, I'm sorry. The 600 eyes, the 890 jumps. I mean, come on. That's just ridiculous for a picture. You know? Just don't understand why they think he thinks. Yeah, but people are paying the money. What can you say? And that's why he's doing it. If people weren't buying him at that price, guess what? It had been reasonable for everybody. You know? People should have said, you know what, ships just aren't worth that much money in a game that's nowhere near completed. But as long as there are enough people willing to pay that price, he's going to keep price gouging. Switch to our Cutlass Red here. We'll check and see if make sure the mission's up first. Contacts.
Broadcasting now.
Nobody's online. Come on. So, comm's not working. Comm is not working. have no comms. Close mobile glass. Close mobile glass.
Closing mobile
Let's
glass.
say we're crashing. Comms are not working. Contact.
Moving.
Broadcasting now.
Please proceed to
There
side
it goes.
landing bay.
Close mobile glass. Close mobile glass.
Closing mobile glass.
Landing mode.
The landing gear is down. And
Landing
locked.
gears deployed. Their proximity alert. Their proximity alert.
I just like watching you. You should do more videos.
Complete.
I only, you know, I only like to do it when I feel like it. You know how that is? I may go, you know me, I may go 2 or 3 days and not even do one anywhere or do anything. Okay, I got an exit switch around here anyway. Where's it at? There it is. That's, I wish they'd put the exits in the same place on every ship. When you ship hop like I do, you know, you got to look around for this shit. Which I guess makes perfectly good sense. They're never going to put everything in the same place, but, you know. Every time I get out of a new cockpit, I have to look around for the exit ships. They always got it in a different place. Power switches, all that stuff.
True.
And I get, you know, realistically, that makes sense. I mean, it's, you know, all the ships, they're going to have, you know. But, you know, aircraft, I mean, the power switches are normally, generally, at least in the same area. Even if they're not in the same place. But here, they can be anywhere. But, at the same token, almost everything you fly is a completely different type of craft. Or at least in my case. Okay, should have a cutlass right here. I don't have to spawn it, and we'll be able to go right down to the planet. Now this cutlass red has distortion weapons on. It has 4 weapons, two lasers, air energy weapons, and 2 distortion weapons. Now, distortion weapons are broke. They've been broke for, Jesus, for 100 patches. They don't work. But they keep putting them on ships. And the reason I said that, oh, Jesus, I'm going to have to claim this. It's not showing up. It means it's not going to show up. And I probably will have to... Which means I'm going to have to summon this somewhere else. I guess I could go down to Lorville.
Oh no.
Yeah, I guess. Well, what happens when you get a red signal like that? You don't get the option to reclaim it. Okay, I know it's on the landing pad. Which one's on it for? You don't get a chance to reclaim it. So the only way you can get the ship to spawn again is to go to some other port, and reclaim it. Like I'll go ahead and fly down to Lorville, and I will claim the Cutlass red on insurance, and then it'll spawn again. Yeah, the game loses the ship is what happens. And it's not just this Cutlass, all of them will do that. I've had every ship I've ever had in my hangar do that on occasion. That it will not spawn without me going to a different port and spawning it or claiming it on insurance. And that's what's happened here. It's saying we don't know where the ship is. So we'll just go down to Lorville and claim it on insurance. We'll probably take a break because it'll take, what, 20, 30 minutes to claim that ship. It'll take a while to insurance claim it. But that's not a bug, it's a feature. Start up. And while I'm waiting on that, I guess I'll check
Aerospace. All systems
and find
online.
out about cruise control. Takeoff. Takeoff.
Ascending. Retracting modules. Handing you the con.
Landing gear raised.
Range.
Collecting data.
Now this Hornet's a fun little ship to fly. I make no mistake about it. I have no desire to own one, but it's a fun little ship to fly, and it looks really good in VR. This is one of the better looking cockpits in the game, as far as I'm concerned. This is really nifty in VR. Jump.
Jumping.
But it's also the most underpowered fighter in the game as far as stock. It's got 2 wing guns on it, that's it. So, I don't understand. Every other fighting craft has all their hard points filled up. This only has 2 of them, you know. So, I don't know what the purpose of it was. And people don't like to come here, but anymore, this place is not bad to go to. I don't have any issues anymore with frame rates or lag here or OrcCorp. I mean, when they first came out, it was terrible. But I used to dread coming here because it was such a mess. But now I don't have any issue with it. Even the trains work most of the time, unlike the way they used to not work. Too shallow there, though. Put me into autopilot.
Tell me a joke.
I have none. Chris Robertson finishing this game this year. Oh, Squadron 42 is going to be released this year. Isn't that what he claims? How's that? Contacts.
Oh.
Contacts.
Broadcasting now.
Isn't that what they're still saying? Squadron 42 at the end of the year? Close mobile That's a pretty big deal.
Closing mobiglass.
Landing mode.
The landing gear is down. And
Landing
locked.
Yeah, last I heard, that's still a thing, end of this year. So I consider that a joke.
Proximity alert.
Try not to hit the walls. Should be lined up. I could look. But I'm going to be brave. We're just going to take it down. Acting like I know what I'm doing.
Well, I'm getting off, sorry.
Not a problem.
Next proximity alert.
Fun talking to you again.
Alert.
I think I'm on the ground, aren't I?
Have a good game. Smiley face.
Alright, buttons down here.
Greetings, Commander.
Hey, we did it. Exit ship. Exit ship. Oops, that ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. Alright, let's go find a kiosk and we'll respawn a cutlass. Or claim a cutlass so it works. Jesus, spaceport. Alright, I remember where I'm at here. We're just gonna go ahead and spawn the compass. Should be able to claim it now. "15-minute break." And you know what? I might as well claim all of them. What the heck? No expedition. It's not going to let me claim it? Come on. There it goes. Wow. You mean I'm not going to be able to claim it? What's going on here? Oh, come on now. Obviously, this ship is no longer flyable. See if we can claim the backup. So there's why I have an extra. There's why I have an extra red, because they've got it screwed up. Now I could probably reset the account and fix it. The trouble is, I'd have to start everything all over, including everything I bought and stuff. That's the problem. Okay, we're going to take a break here while we're waiting for ships to spawn. That's what it is. That's why the extra cutlass is there. Didn't know why. Now I know why. It knows it's screwed up.